All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going to break down a story about a single moment of hesitation, a moment that led to a really powerful life lesson.
I mean, really think about it. We've all been there, right? That moment where you just wanted to say something or do something, but you froze. You hesitated. Well, this whole story is built on that exact feeling.
Now, this is where our story ends up. It's a pretty intense life philosophy. So you have to wonder, what on earth happened on one single night that was so powerful, it completely changed how a person lives their life? Well, let's dive in.
So our story starts with our narrator when he's just 17 years old, and his mom kind of drags him along to this boat party. You know how that goes. A party with your mom? A little awkward. But this wasn't just any old party.
It was called a Night in Fun cruise. So just picture this. A boat totally decked out like a floating disco club. Lights everywhere, music thumping, drinks flowing, and you're just cruising around this beautiful island for a couple of hours. I mean, it's the perfect setup for something memorable to happen.
And right there, in the middle of all the music and the lights, he sees her. And he is just completely blown away. But, he's 17. He's shy, so he just kind of watches as all these other, more confident guys go up to her, and she turns every single one of them down.
And you gotta get the social pressure here. This was back in the day. You couldn't just start dancing near someone and see what happens. No, you had to formally walk up and ask. And to make it a million times worse, his own mom is over there, nudging him, saying, "Go on, ask her," which of course just dials the awkwardness up to 11.
So yeah, he's totally overwhelmed by all of it. And he does what pretty much any of us would do. He bails. He escapes to the front of the boat, just to get some fresh air and be alone for a minute. He thinks he's getting away from it all, but he has no idea what's about to happen next.
She actually went looking for him. She walked right past everyone else on that boat, found him sitting there all by himself, and sat down right next to him. She made the first move. And right there, away from all the noise, they finally start talking.
And then she grabs his hand, looks him in the eye, and says this. I mean, can you even imagine? After all that anxiety and shyness, the girl he was too afraid to even approach not only finds him, but tells him he's the best guy there. The feeling must have been incredible.
So they're looking at each other. The connection is just, electric. They lean in for what is about to be the perfect kiss. And then, bam! The whole moment is just shattered. Her little sister just pops up out of nowhere. And just like that, the moment's gone. Poof! I mean, they were that close. You can just feel the frustration, right? They both knew it was supposed to happen, and the opportunity just completely evaporated.
So, they end up going back to the dance floor. A slow song comes on, and she whispers this in his ear. And they're holding each other tight, kind of hiding from their moms and everyone else. And look, it's a sweet moment. It's a real connection. But it's not the kiss. That regret is still hanging in the air.
Okay, so the boat ride's over. They're back on land, standing there with their families, waiting for their separate taxis. This is it. This is the last chance for something, anything, to happen.
And he just gets in his taxi, and she gives him this one last look and does this little sad shrug with her shoulders that just said everything without saying a word. It was a look that screamed, "What if?" and "We could have." And then her taxi pulled up, and she was gone.
And you have to keep reminding yourself he was only 17. When you're that age, you feel like you have all the time in the world. But that feeling of watching her taxi drive away, knowing he let that perfect moment just slip right through his fingers because he was too shy, that feeling was so intense, it stuck with him for the rest of his life.
And this is the powerful thing he built from all that regret. He literally created a set of rules to live by. From that day forward, he decided, nope, never again. He would never let fear or shyness get in his way. If he feels it, he acts on it. If he believes in it, he goes for it. Period. And this is the thought that still sticks with him, in his own words. He plays it back and thinks about just how huge that one moment of hesitation was. A potential life partner, a totally different future. Who knows? It's just a crazy reminder of how one little moment can change absolutely everything.
So I'll just leave you with that question to chew on. We've all got them. Those moments of hesitation, the things we regret not doing or saying. But what did you actually learn from it?
What missed chance or unspoken word ended up teaching you the biggest lesson about how you want to live your own life? That's something we're thinking about.